Welcome in, fam. If you are new or just passing through to my channel, welcome. My name is Tam. I'm also known as the Enlightened Auntie. If you are returning, welcome back, squad. I'm here today to do another general collective reading. We are not sign specific here. We are also gender fluid. I may be saying you when I'm talking to them. I may say them, I'm talking to you. Put yourself in the story wherever you seem to fit. Some of it, none of it. I don't know how much of this is going to resonate with you, but please watch its entirety because my readings kind of take dips into different storylines. So be aware of that too, because I kind of work the room. So if there's a bunch of different people in the room, I work the energy of the room. So I might be telling the story from a bunch of different people's perspectives. Okay, so that's also something important to keep in mind. If you'd like to book a personal more aligned with your own story, all of my information is below in the description box, and my books are always open. So I have a situation. I actually see a couple of things. I see a relationship, but the nature of the relationship, again, it could be a couple of things, because this card would imply to me this could be something work related. It doesn't have to be, because I also see like relationship, like a romantic relationship here. And then I went to the bottom of the decks. I'm using I have 4 decks here that I've laid cards from, and the bottom of each one of the decks that I've used it continues on with the same story. It's the same story that I have on the board. So I feel like, collective, those of you who are on your journey, moving towards your personal happiness and healing, it's timely and it was meant for you to do, okay? There is something here, however, that you may have left undone, or something that you started. This message has been coming up a lot in the last couple of readings, where there may be something that you started but you left undone. You began something, life may have interrupted, you put it down and you stopped and walked away from it, but you still have some type of loyalty to it, or you still feel a sense of duty to it and loyalty to whatever this idea or this new thing, whether it's a relationship, a new job, a new business, whatever, right? I feel like there may have been a relationship here, or there may have been a relationship that you needed to let go of. This relationship was karmic in nature. I kind of feel like maybe the reason why, if there was a relationship that was karmic, if you put an end to it or you just walked away from it, I feel like maybe some of you felt like the relationship wasn't progressing, something wasn't progressing, or you felt like you were going into another cycle of something you've already experienced, and you may have noticed that there was a lack of progress. There also could be some resentment here, or someone could potentially be. It's interesting, these images, wild. So somebody may be feeling some sense of resentment, especially if you, like, so if there was a relationship here and say you walked away from it, there could be somebody here who may be triggered, who may be experiencing some kind of resentment. They're having some issues in letting the cycle go or letting you go. I also feel as though there could potentially be some incoming information, or there could be some, like, somebody might send you a message, or somebody may want to talk to you. They want an opportunity. Somebody may want an opportunity to talk to you, but you may have already, like, I don't want to say dismiss. That's the word I heard. You dismiss them. You've already released it. For those of you who have business ideas or business opportunities, there is some type of opportunity that's coming towards you, though. Could be by way of a message. You may be getting some information. Somebody may want a meeting with you, and that meeting will project you towards that door to your personal healing and happiness, okay? And again, I'm getting all this secondary energy of opportunities, potentially for business, definitely for abundance, could be some travel involved. It may include travel, okay? Now, I do feel like part of an obstacle here, there's a decision here, and I don't get the feeling that it's a wrong decision, because it's funny, when I see the observer in the reverse, usually, when the observer shows up, it's kind of like being able to view something from a very neutral perspective. But in this position, a lot of times, sometimes when I talk about the observer in the reverse, about someone seeing it only just from their perspective, this isn't a bad thing in this regard, because this, like, you had to make a decision based on the way that you saw things, right? Even if it wasn't right, but you had to make moves based on how you were perceiving things, and based on how, you may have even been withholding. Some of you may be in the energy of withholding, emotions or any kind of love for a situation, because the way that it was being presented to you. So you made your decisions to move the way you did, whether that was transcending the obstacle of being in, do I stay or do I go? You kind of just moved past it and said, you know what? I'm going to go. Which allowed something to come to an end or come to completion. Okay, don't always look at the end as like the end, but sometimes things are cyclical, and when cycles come to an end and they close out, that's just it. It's the cycle's closed. And really the cycle is based on certain decisions that we've previously made. So it was kind of like the cycle to whatever this was based on your observations, and I'm gonna get to why in a moment, because I see it over here. It's like you may not have been able to foresee something. Maybe your intuition was not necessarily, you don't have the gift of your intuition when you're not grounded. So some of you may not have been able to see certain things, and now that you see it for what it is, you saw it clearly. That was part of the lesson here. You clearly saw something from your point of view. You finally got a chance to kind of like reel it in and see it, right? In order to make your decision, which allowed the cycle to have some completion. Because if you had continued on with seeing things through rose-colored glasses, you would have just kept on the cycle and just been on that wheel until the wheel fell off, right? But now that you move away from it, once you've ascended past it, I believe that's when these business opportunities or this abundance and success come to you, okay? Now, part of the lesson here has a lot to do with not just the logic, but being able to see things for what they are. For a long time, you may have been dealing with people who wore masks and you weren't tapped into your intuition. People, you may have been very frustrated within the relationship. The people or persons that you were dealing with may have created a dynamic that really disempowered you. That's the word I'm hearing. It disempowered you, because what it did is it like sucked up any kind of confidence that you may have been, the innate confidence that one carries. It completely drained you of your confidence, especially if it was the way, if people were projecting. It's like projecting out an image onto you that's not yours, right? But in doing so, it disempowers you, because it doesn't support who you are. It's kind of overshadowing who you are with their perception, their idea of you, right? So it constantly made you feel like you weren't enough. It made you feel frustrated. It put a note of self-sabotage energy, because you were constantly second guessing yourself based on these other people's perception of you. So part of all of this was allowing your heart to heal from the toxic relationships that you'd been in the past, right? Or the addiction to their energy. And by that I mean, like, because that is possible, somebody being an addict to someone else's energy. Okay, and I'm getting another message here. I'm definitely getting energy vampire. Like somebody may have been energetically, like, I just heard jealous. They were jealous of whatever light you carry, right? They're jealous. Somebody here was jealous of whatever light you carry, so they were projecting on their negativity and their negative energy onto you to kind of make you look down upon yourself, or to make you look down on yourself and make other people's look down on you too. It created a bunch of fear and ego issues, which is definitely self-sabotaging, and you're healing from that. You're healing from that, where now you're able to tap back into your intuition and put an end to the dynamics that made you feel less than. With Scythe at the bottom of the deck. Okay. And I definitely feel like somebody didn't see your value within a relationship, or somebody didn't want other people to see your value. They wanted to keep, somebody's plan failed. They were trying to block you from abundance, and now they're anxious about whatever they've done, and they've been released, and they're brokenhearted, and they're lacking in self-confidence because of whatever manipulative energy that they've been sending. Now it's backfiring. So whatever they were trying to block your abundance, now their abundance is blocked, and they're anxious about the actions that they've taken. Yeah, they're afraid now because they're brokenhearted. They're in this brokenhearted energy. And the thing is that you, at one point, collective, may have been in this brokenhearted energy. This is balancing out. This is karma. They didn't see your value before. Now that they've been let go, they're all heartbroken. And they know, let me tell you, when I say this, it's, you know what's interesting? The way these cards, you know, I always trip off of how the cards connect, right? So, this Magician in the mirror, this, and they're in the reverse. So definitely this is like some distorted energy. This person was trying to block your abundance, and their plan failed. Their plan failed. So now they potentially could be losing money. And the funny thing is, collective, I think you may intuitively already know this, or they already know that you know. They also know that you've closed your heart off to them, and that is leaving them feeling distraught. But literally, that's the way I heard. That's the way of the world. Yin yang is in the upright. So if somebody is feeling distraught and brokenhearted, that's exactly what was supposed to happen. That's exactly what was supposed to happen. Because they didn't see your value before. Oh, they see your value now. And now so now, collective, they're worried about the action you're about to take, because their plans haven't worked. Whatever they were trying to do to block your abundance, that didn't work. And now they're the ones who are, they're either losing money. Yeah, somebody here is worried about losing money, and the ability of them being able to move forward. They can't. Journey is in the reverse. While you move forward in completely opposite energy. They came over here thinking they was going to stir some shit up and got popped. Because your spirit team is not playing with you. Not playing. Not playing. They thought they were going to come in here and distort some things and block some things for you. That's not really working. Storm warning in the reverse. It's going to hit them, and they're not even going to expect it or anticipate it. Karmic debt. It's karma. This is karma. Yeah, somebody here is trying to affect your sacral chakra. They wanted to keep you in the energy of feeling like low, no drive, no desire, no ambition. This person may not have any ambition. Look, child, unemployed. Somebody is losing a job or losing their business. Somebody made some foolish mistakes. The truth is coming out. It's a blessing in disguise. Archangel Michael is out here twice. So literally, I'm hearing return to sender. Whatever they try to send to you is bouncing right back. Frenemy. They low-key hate you. Sorry, not sorry. Archangel Gabriel, communication and expression. So somebody may have been telling lies or whatever. You don't deserve it. So either, I think I said this the last time, somebody's stuck in a mindset. They either think you don't deserve whatever blessings that you're getting. You definitely don't deserve what any kind of drama it is that they're sending you. Somebody's here lost without you. We have a toxic parent or grandparent here on the board. Somebody could potentially be ill, and illness is part of their karma. Lies are coming to the surface. Somebody's hiding the truth. Somebody's using word magic. And there may also be forgery or falsification of records. Okay. What else we got? The month of November may be of significance. Could be dealing with Scorpio and a Sagittarius. Shield, you may need to defend yourself. Skull, hidden secrets can harm you. So definitely got some secrets coming out or something. Month of March may be of significance. Could be dealing with a Pisces or an Aries. Feather, someone you know is undependable and insecure. Bird flying, we have news on the way. Funnel, period of frustration, lessons to be learned. Older man, dealings or relationship with an older man. Of course, also because we're gender fluid, this could be an older woman as well. Cobweb, protected from negative forces beyond your control. Absolutely, because Archangel Michael is out here. Tulip, great passion. We have frying pan, trouble and accusations. And shark, take care or there will be loss of material wealth. So you do have somebody here that is snaking in the background. It's like legit trying to do some sneaky shit that I definitely feel like has something to do with money, because I do see it here. Somebody was trying to block your abundance, and now their abundance is all jacked. All right. Let's see what else. We have soulmate, and remember, soulmates don't always have to be romantic in nature. They're just people that we're here to learn lessons from, okay? Then we have empathy overload and thinking. So yeah, I got that. Somebody's concerned about money or has concerns about money. If you have a question, the answer is no. 12-12, the synchronicity of 12-12 may be of significance for you. I have 22 out here. 33 also may be significant. 44 may be significant. Results coming, ask for help, and separation. Okay, these synchronicities are crazy. Okay, so you know how like 8 and 8 is 16, but I have 8 and 16 out here. I have 12, 12, 3, 3, 23, and 23. All these numbers may be of significance. March 3rd, March 16th, or 12th, April the 23rd. I'm sorry. August the 23rd, August 12th may be of significance. August 16th. Dang, when I say the synchronicities, I got 7-7 here. We'll get back together, and somebody has a wandering eye, and somebody may be lonely, and somebody's deep in their feelings. Oh, pity party. Oh. All right, what else? Cards. World, whatever is taking place right now is meant to serve a larger meaning. Free yourself, release the situations that make you feel like you are a hostage, and go the extra mile. Do what you need to do for yourself. Stay away from games and remain truthful. Take your first steps. You're closer to your goal than you think, but think the situation through before you react. You are protected and no harm can come to you. Second guessing is sabotaging you. Take that leap of faith and make sure the energy exchange is balanced and equal on all sides. Good communication leads to proper understanding. Balancing yourself is easy when you're connected to the earth. So definitely go sit on a patch of grass, take off your shoes and walk barefoot on the ground. And focus on self-love. Give yourself credit where credit is due, because you've come a long way, collective. All right. I love you guys. I'm going to leave it there. If any parts of this resonated for you, gave you clarity on your own situation, please give the video a thumbs up so we can circulate it to those who need the message the most. If you'd like to book a personal, more aligned with your own story, all of my information is below in the description box. My books are always open, and I welcome you to join and book a session with me. All right. I love you guys. Until next time, thank you so much for your support, your likes, shares, and subscribes. Until next time.